For the best price, click the link in the description. The Alesis Crimson II SE. I know what you're thinking. You're a musician on a budget looking for a drum machine that won't break the bank. But here's what surprised me. This thing is more than just a cheap drum machine, it's a beast. The Alesis Crimson II SE packs 128 MB of memory, which is significantly more than its predecessor, and it has a sleek new design to match. But therefore, let's dive deeper into the specs to see if this really lives up to the hype. In this review, I'll be covering everything from its feature set to its performance in the studio. Rehook. Can the Alesis Crimson II SE really compete with industry standards like the Roland TR-8 and Korg Volca? Now, let's take a closer look at what sets this drum machine apart. With 128 MB of memory, you can store up to 256 patterns. That's more than enough for most musicians. Therefore, you won't be limited by storage space when creating your beats. The Crimson II SE also features 16 pads with velocity and pressure sensitivity, which means you'll get accurate and expressive performances every time. But what about the sound quality? Does this thing really deliver? I was pleasantly surprised to find that the Alesis Crimson II SE has a rich and full-bodied sound, perfect for everything from hip-hop beats to electronic dance music. The onboard effects processing is also top-notch, with plenty of options for filtering, reverb, and delay. However, I did notice that the user interface can be a bit clunky at times. It's not the most intuitive thing in the world, but once you get used to it, you'll be navigating your beats like a pro. But enough about the interface, let's talk about performance. In my tests, the Alesis Crimson II SE performed admirably, delivering crystal-clear sounds and seamless transitions between patterns. Therefore, if you're looking for a reliable drum machine that won't let you down in the studio, this is definitely worth considering. Rehook. Will the Alesis Crimson II SE live up to your expectations? Now I know what you're thinking. Is it really worth the investment? Well, let me tell you. The price point on this thing is incredibly competitive, especially considering the feature set. If you're serious about taking your music production game to the next level, I'd say this is a solid choice. But don't just take my word for it. Here are some specs to give you an idea of what you're getting. 128 MB of memory, 256 pattern storage capacity, 16 velocity and pressure-sensitive pads, onboard effects processing with filtering, reverb, and delay, 40 built-in sounds, MIDI interface for easy integration into your studio. Therefore, if you're looking for a reliable drum machine that won't break the bank, I'd say the Alesis Crimson II SE is definitely worth considering. Rehook. Can this drum machine really deliver on sound quality? Now, let's talk about some of the standout features of this drum machine. One of my favorites is the onboard effects processing. It's incredibly intuitive and easy to use, with plenty of options for filtering, reverb, and delay. But what really sets this thing apart is its ability to interface with your studio setup seamlessly. With MIDI support, you can easily integrate this into your workflow and get started making beats right away. Therefore, if you're looking for a drum machine that's going to make your music production life easier, I'd say the Alesis Crimson II SE is definitely worth checking out. Conclusion. So there you have it, my review of the Alesis Crimson II SE. Is it perfect? No, but it's definitely a solid choice for anyone looking for a reliable drum machine on a budget. Therefore, if you're ready to take your music production game to the next level, I'd recommend giving this thing a shot. And as always, don't forget to check out my other videos and subscribe for more content like this. CTA. For the best price on Amazon, click the link in the description below.